Hello guys, happy Tuesday wherever you are. My name is Annie. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. Today we're doing our second stream of the day, apparently, because of technical issues. Sorry for the intro. We just... let's pray and fingers crossed that, that we are reverted back to the beginning of that entire cutscene sequence, because that was painful. But hopefully we won't get any more technical issues today. Usually games revert back to you before the cutscene. Hopefully. It might have been the capture card, as you said before. Like having trouble, because apparently on your end, I did look at my phone and the audio was synced to it. And then when I disconnected the game, that also kind of messed everything up and disconnected my internet temporarily, but... God, what is happening today? If we are, if we are skipped ahead, I'll probably just teleport to the inn and just watch the cutscene again. Okay, perfect. Climb onto Argos' back and we can be off. Honestly, can I remember the last time he carried anyone but me? Okay, that did not happen. Let's go. This map is very heavy at video decoders, lots of footage. Should I turn down the graphics? Would that help? Let's see. I did have problems before with the foliage in Don't Make the 63 dungeon in Shadowbringers, or the 73 dungeon in Shadowbringers. I do remember that was a problem. That might be it, actually. But okay, we'll worry about that later. It's already at normal.
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment. The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before? So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you. Come and stand before me.
Yeah, the audio is skipping a bit.
There are two ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory. The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether. As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world.
It got delayed a bit again.
In this way can history be preserved. Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit. But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
It's delayed again. Damn it. Whatever. Yeah, I think we're probably not going to make it to Black Friday.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles. End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness.
Okay, this time it did sync up. It did sync up this time. I would put my money on the small audio issues are also on the capture card. Yeah, the thing is though, the capture card is still brand new. You know, I think I remember Yoshi P saying something like, I asked the graphics team to keep the new grass and Elpis cutscenes. The close-ups used to look sad. Okay, so I think we have to, like, just endure this, I guess. Alright.
Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Also, apparently she could, yeah, she's like an Enteleki, so she has like a psychic link with her sisters too, from what I gather.
Yes, good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture. Possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike... how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No, I will think earnestly on them all, and I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place, not only for man, but for all life. Meteon, as though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet, learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
So here, she, why did she stay behind though, unless, she... This is kind of like assuming that she is going to head off and do her exploration here. Like, how long in the past was this? Because, like, she was still here with us.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps... a flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
So, what is your opinion?
Quite honestly, like, yeah, we just had like one vision of him, but it does seem like Hermes is genuine, but like he loves and cares more about Meteon than like his colleagues and peers apparently, but like with how they're like how they perceive living things that were created here more so, but Hermes is a gentle soul and yet wouldn't wish for the final days. I'm gonna say he's a gentle soul and yet
I understand. He is a gentle soul, and well-intentioned. Yet it does not take ill intent to beget ill. We must consider the possibility that something may have gone awry. Perhaps it was oversight, or simply an accident.
I'm kind of like speculating, like, did he lose Meteon in like an accident or something? Like, did she perish to become like the catalyst, to become like the final days herself? And that was kind of like what drove him mad towards succumbing to becoming obsessed like with science and becoming Amon and ultimately Fandaniel. If I remember correctly, Emperor Zande from the Elegant Empire, his goal was to return the world to nothing, to reset the world to zero. And judging from Amon's like previous like cutscene, like when he was perishing, like he was trying to follow Lord Zande's like mission of like kind of like ending the world, killing everything. And again, I'm speculating, but I feel like it kind of seems to me the reason that Hermes kind of stumbled into madness because Fandaniel himself was crazy. Like he was an insane assy and just bent on the destruction of everyone. But was Meteon the catalyst that like she perished and that drove him insane to the point where he wanted to cause a calamity to reset everything here and like cause the final days? Was that the catalyst? And so all of the researchers here got together and created Zodiark to create balance and save the world from Hermes' insanity that he lost Meteon. Don't answer that, please, but I'm just cooking. Because Emperor Zande's like mission was to open up the world of darkness and create the world into like its nothing state, like a zero state. That was the mission that Fandaniel he was trying to carry out for his fallen emperor. Interesting. Okay. Let's go back. Not related, but I am deeply scared of spatial exploration. What if we do find something? Yeah, that the universe is huge, definitely. Or even worse, what if there's something to do to find us? Yeah. My thoughts on alien life go in every direction at once. Best case scenario is the Mass Effect outcome. Finding friendly life even though Earth tries to fight them at first. I do want to play Mass Effect though. It's a series that I also kind of want to play eventually on stream. Alright, we must consider the possibility that something must have gone awry. Perhaps it was oversight, or simply an accident.
In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution. Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
Mass Effect's my favorite Western RPG franchise. Ooh, I'm intrigued now. Like, I want to play it. Okay. I do think that Meteon is the key. Like, I do think that something is going to happen to her and he's going to lose it. He's going to want death and destruction for everyone. And that's why he's going to create the final days. And Zodiark was like the balance to kind of stop the final days here. And Venat would become Heidelin to shackle Zodiark, I guess. But once Zodiark was defeated, that's when Hermes' plan to destroy everything continued, and or Merso Meteon didn't die. Maybe she was corrupted by something, because if we're using the power of Akasha Dynamis, then like maybe she was corrupted, and throughout like the years and generations, like this corruption is affecting the other people through despair. The emotion, the prime emotion here is despair, like people feeling hopeless and powerless and despair. Hermes feeling powerless, emotionless, and despair after the loss of Meteon, perhaps. Oh, I'm cooking. I'm definitely cooking. Mass Effect Trilogy is 90% off in the PlayStation Store right now. Thing is, though, I don't know if I kind of don't want to play any other games on my PlayStation right now. I'm probably gonna have to wait till November to get the PS5, but Mass Effect is a good time. Those games made me a BioWare fan before they started having trouble delivering games, though I did like Andromeda. I do want to play the new Dragon Age. Okay, yeah, we have options, like for future stream games for sure, later on. The games do run at 60 FPS at PS5. Alright. I do think, maybe I might do a temporary solution here if we're gonna have a... I might rebuy Endwalker and play the game on PC and stream it as a temporary measure. But I have to check if there's like a Windows version. I don't want to touch the Steam version. But okay. Sorry for yapping. Let's talk to Venat. There are a number of places where Hermes might be in Elpis. But we could do worse than to look in Kitisis Hyperborea, the largest facility. It stands in the Ethosecatios Boreas, the Northern Isle. I wonder, Timea, for an institution which claims to studiously research every species destined for release into the world, did you not question how they find room for all of them on so few islands? That's a good point, actually. The answer lies within the Kitisis itself. I took upon the practice before at the archives, where a vast area is stitched together out of multiple conceptual spaces. The same holds true for the interior of this facility, its magically constructed environs. 'Tis there, with those sprawling habitats, that the chief overseer and most of Elpis' observers conduct the bulk of their work. Come, the simplest route is via the Neos north of Poitin Oikos. The Windows standalone for 14 is solid. Hopefully it goes on sale for the holidays. I'm actually thinking of like buying it like now, like for next stream, because I don't know if the last area is going to be full of greenery here, but it kind of seems like the game stutters, like in cutscenes where there's a lot of green here. Yeah, that's valid. Uh-huh. Oh, Pegasus. Appears to be the teleporter Venat told you about. Notes of light yet hang in the air, suggesting the device was but recently activated. Yes. Okay, please take us to a new area, please. Okay, thank you. Good. The Neos acknowledged you as my guest. You should now have the authority to use it as you wish. As for a way to the Kitisis Hyperborea, we follow this path and then turn left at the crossroads. Alright, Mr. Beaky. Let's get another Aether Current. Northwest. Genshin Impact is leaving PS4 behind in April. So many started out on PS4 and still play there. I see it. It's up there. Yeah, after stream, I will look at my options and see if I want to commit to getting the Windows version of 14. Why do I feel this is the dungeon? It feels like it's a lead up to a dungeon. Here we are, the grandest research facility in Elpis. We should head inside and ask for Hermes' whereabouts. Hermes is at another facility, as we had just discovered. Oh, hi guys. I have both versions by price necessity, but it was also very handy. Furthermore, we confirmed that his studies into Dynamis, as well as his creation of Meteon, were entirely private pursuits. No one else we spoke with appeared to possess the chief's depth of knowledge on the subject, and neither did we hear any tales of stolen research. Which means that if Hermes himself harbors no desire to bring down an apocalypse, then he might be recruited to help prevent one. Or so saith the illustrious Emet-Selk. Yay! Do you finally believe us? According to your story, the 14 divined the connection between the celestial currents and the final days, but were never able to pinpoint the root cause of the calamity. With our people's greatest minds, not to mention Hitler Deus's sharp eyes, committed to the pursuit of a solution, such an outcome seems inconceivable. The only possible explanation is if the nature of the catalyst was so inexplicable that even we fail to perceive it. And what better fits that description than the invisible, intangible Dynamis? Which in turn leads us to our next question. How did Hermes, in his role as Fandaniel, not recognize the subject of his own research? We must assume that he either knew or was unable to help, or that he was otherwise prevented from identifying the cause in the first place. At this juncture, all we can do is speculate. To be clear, the Convocation does not tolerate acts of deception or malice. We are practiced at perceiving truth, and would have known had Fandaniel lied to us. Hermes has no conscious wish for the world to end, of that I am certain. Okay, so they're probably talking about the previous Fan Daniel. The one who stepped down, perhaps. It seems there's more to the tale after all. We've conducted investigation of our own, you see. How comforting. We seem to have reached the exact same conclusion. I see no reason to delay further. 'Tis time we brought Hermes into the fold, as if it were. I mean, thank you for your understanding. Save your thanks. I did not say I believed your ridiculous story. But as Emmet Selk, I have a duty to examine any potential threat to our existence, no matter how ludicrous or personally offensive I may find it. I don't know if it's only me, but Venat makes me feel safe. Same. Yeah, she would give, like, the greatest of hugs, too. How lovely, our merry duo has become a quartet. Past disagreements are no reason to reject collaboration in the here and now. I commend Emmet Selk for his practicality. Thanks for not being a jerk. Don't thank me, I do not like you. Oh hey, there's 4 of us. Interesting. Do not approach me, do not speak to me. Do not dare presume to treat me as a friend. I am merely carrying out my duty. Oh, Emmet, I love you. Hythlodaeus is eager to find Hermes. Its time for the leisurely exploration is past, if I might have a moment to adjust my vision. There he is, on the next stile over. Meteon is with him. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study, but I suggest we hurry over before they venture elsewhere. Head straight down the path. We could teleport to Misopsis Euros from the device at the bottom of the slope. Speaking of eyes, I still can't get over their eye texture. It's so cool. Yeah, because they're like a uniquely colored eyes, too. Like, I know Venat has, like, very bright blue eyes. Kind of like... That's kind of like Hydaelyn-esque before that we've seen in the past. As kind of like representative, like, the blessing of light that we've seen through, like, Minfilia and Reen. And people who have been... and Kryl, too, in a way. Also, I just realized this place reminds me of Aziz La, too, as well. It's very Aziz La inspired. Yeah, the detail is really nice. Alright. Are there any more Aether Currents? Alright, we got them all. What? You expect me to praise you on your progress? On the contrary, I'm simply surprised you made it thus far. Emmet had a hand... That is also true, yeah. That's definitely true. Then again, even with you slowing her down, there's no denying that Venat is an accomplished researcher. Her wealth of wisdom and experience is unmatched, and her achievements in creation magics, in any field, frankly, nothing short of extraordinary. though the singular brilliance which sets her apart can make her motives seem impenetrable at times. As her student and successor puts it, she's a force of nature, at once so close and at the same time so very distant. You're just okay. Venat is cool, I guess. I'm glad you're here to kind of translate these Emmet-isms for me. Thank you. Alright, I have to read that again. Let me read her. Mesoposis Euros is interesting that it's the only region in Elpis which lacks a researcher hub. This is largely due to the nature of the observational sites, within which they let loose creatures anticipated to be unruly and dangerous. I've also heard that the area is kept deliberately sparse in the event that, well, let's just say that no one should live near the Neos, which provides access to a certain facility. They are close by within the Hungering Gardens. That would be the circular enclosure you see just up ahead. Well then, Timea, make yourself useful and bring out Hermes here to us. If I were to go, he would assume I would only be there to press him on the Fandaniel matter. Of all of us present, you stand the best chance of convincing him to put aside his work for the moment. But the creations in there are not exactly... Then again, perhaps Timea can handle them. She did survive a bout with Venat, after all. Barely. Off you go to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blows with the garden's denizens. Oh my god. Someone needs to go into the Hungering Gardens and speak with Hermes, and it seems Emmett Selk has nominated you for the task. Thank you. Gee, thanks. Alright, stinky man. Oh, you are pleasant. Hot. Oh god. Righteous Medusa. Righteous Marble. I never saw these things up close, but these are like smaller marbles, and that's terrifying. Marble Marquise. It just wants a hug. I'd rather get a hug from Venat, honestly. But then again, Venat can also probably kill me too. Hunger up in the gardens. Did I just mess up? Did I just fuck up? Guys, I think I just messed up. How do I get back up? Oh heck. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's... I can go down, so... Wee time. Okay, are there any enemies down below? This is gonna hurt. Oh, not as bad. Not as bad. Just gotta find a safe spot to break your legs. Yeah. Thankfully, while I recover, Mr. Beaky can run for me. That's what I get for trying to explore everywhere. I think there's enough quests for me to unlock flying here, so... So it should be fine. Teleporter. Okay, there they are. Okay, so crisis averted. They probably saw that too. Like, what is she doing? Oh no, she can't get back up. Oops, she's gonna fall again. Oh. Okay, this again. I can just bet Emmett is just laughing his ass off after he saw that, oh no, she needs to come down. Hehehe. Yeah, he was enjoying that for sure. Venat was concerned. Hythlodaeus was like, oh no. Like, concerned for us. Emmett's like, what is this thing doing? It's called exploration, Emmett. Okay. I think for today, I'm going to try and get at least 2 hours left of MSQ. Granted, if I don't run into like any technical issues. At minimum, like an hour at least. But we'll see what happens. I want to try and unlock the dungeon though. If you hold the Azim crystal, it's in the job description to explore. Yeah, that's like Azim's whole thing. Oh, there they are. Hi, guys. Timea, where did you come from? Timea, what are you doing here? I thought you were keeping Hythlodaeus and Emetsal company. Well, about that. An important matter, and unrelated to my decision on Van Daniel, you say? Then yes, I will come, as soon as my work here is finished. I will not be long, I promise. We should really wait outside the garden with the others. No place for idle exploration. I'm fine. Save for that one time I fell off, but okay. Hermes can't judge you. The tree incident is similar. Yeah. What is that ghastly odor? You. Stinky. Emmett Stinky. I was prepared to swoop in if need be, but 'tis clear you faced your fair share of monstrous opponents. You spoke with Hermes, then. You were briefly entangled with the denizens of the Hungering Gardens as well, I see. Or should I say smell? I cannot speak for certain Convocation members, but I for one am impressed with your fortitude. Well done indeed. Now that you convinced Hermes to confer with us, let us pray that things will soon take a turn for the better. For as fascinating as it would be to meet the Emet-Selk who would recreate Amarat in the depths of the ocean, I think it's best for all concerned if such tragic events never came to pass. Be it in our future or your past, assuming yours is not truly written in stone. Naive hope that it is. I just realized, what if we undo everything in the present? But that can't be, right? Because I'm assuming everything's okay in Dawn Trail. I mean, it's an MMO. Like, everything is relatively unchanged in an MMO. I don't know what's gonna happen. Why am I always so forward-thinking? I simply wish to enjoy that all life has to offer. Okay. Words without sound. Emet-Selk seems content to stay where he is. Hermes said he would not be long, yes? And we shall wait here until he emerges.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity, if one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us. Who you are and why you came.
The final days.
Yeah, you turned into a madman.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Venat. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics.
Okay.
In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether.
Yeah.
Thus are they susceptible to the influence of dynamis and its transformative potential.
Yep.
but that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source.
The primary catalyst for the transformations of the people in our time was despair and hopelessness. I'm still kind of lingering on the thought of, like, for the first final days, that might also have been the catalyst too for the first final days of maybe him feeling hopelessness and despair, perhaps.
A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the self-same negative emotions. Elsewise, it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
Someone.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
It has to be Hermes.
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Davnir.
Greetings. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words.
Or it's not Hermes.
Share your feelings. Know your thoughts. May we please be friends?
Meteon. What is it?
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness.
Is this
Connection
Omega?
established. Commencing status report.
Is this Omega?
It hurts, it hurts. It hurts. So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
Steady, Meteon. Steady.
So scared, so lonely. The pain, it's too much. Why? Why do we? They hurt.
Oh, that's horrific. Oh my gosh, she's bleeding out from her eyes.
This is wrong. All wrong.
She's gone? But how?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Her sisters have found something. Ooh. The catalyst, perhaps? Is this Omega?
Most effective.
Or Midgar Sormer?
Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right? In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteon also employs dynamis.
Okay, I'm trying to remember, like, Omega. Like, Omega was a creation, or like an entity. I'm trying to remember, like, Omega's origins, though, because did we ever address Omega's origins? Because Omega has been around for, like, a long time and feuded even with Midgar's Stormer in the past. Like, where did Omega come from? If Omega was here for years and years, maybe even like before this time too, could Omega have... Because like she was talking, Meteon was talking like a robot essentially, like Omega, how Omega talked. Interesting, okay. Let's continue.
That will explain why you were able to hear her when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
Yeah. Okay, so it wasn't a, like, it wasn't like one of the people here, one of the ancient people here, the Catalyst, Hermes. It was an outside source from beyond the star, and I'm kind of estimating and guessing it's probably Omega. Suspicious disturbance. Calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Meteon's presence. But you failed to hear her voice. She must be elsewhere. God, I should have... I really should, like, go back and do, like, the, side stories again. Omega, Alexander... Because I don't remember the origins of Omega. I just only know that, of Omega's, like, clash with Midgar's Stormer in the past. Calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Meteon's presence. It seeps into my mind, our voices, reporting. Hermes mustn't hear him. I have to run, to hide. Meteon's anguished voice grows distant as the source seems to flee down the slope. Okay. I hate doing this in such a tense time, but I do need to run ads because we're hitting the 1 hour mark. So just to get the ads out of the way for more MSQ, like I will break here and then we'll continue on afterwards, but it got very juicy, like, all of a sudden with this, oh yeah, well, we'll be right back, in a few minutes. Hi guys, sorry for the awkward break there, but, we need to get ads out of the way. Alright, let's continue on. Meteon's anguished voice grows distant as the source seems to flee down the slope. Let's go follow her. What is this? Okay, so that was where we were, above there. Suspicious disturbance. You strain to catch even the faintest whisper, but fail to hear Meteon's voice. She must be elsewhere. Alright. Alright, we continue searching. Let me check. Maybe I could adjust the draw distance. If I'm even capable of doing that in The Discord Halloween sound confused me for a sec. I don't think I could, no. Oh, it's the PS4 version. I can't really change a lot of the settings here compared to like the PC version. Darn it. Okay. Oh, over there. I will be doing the Halloween event on Halloween, obviously, because I have a Halloween off of work, and we'll be doing Palace of the Dead again from last year. Continue that. Greetings and salutations. Commencing report. Oh no, we can't tell him that. We must run far away. Please don't follow me. Meteon's anguished voice fades as you sense her climbing to the top of the ridge. It literally does sound like Omega. Like just the way they talk. Strained to catch even the faintest whisper, but failed to hear Meteon's voice. She must be elsewhere. Why? There's Emmet. This is an exercise in futility. You have to be the one to find her, Tamea. Follow her voice. How did it come to this? Is this the reason we traveled to the stars? While we sought out other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? No, it cannot be. It can't be. Anguished voice drips to the south. Is she, like, realizing, like, the reason why Hermes, like, sent them to look for other life out there? Syrup spouts. Let's try up there. It's probably not here, but still, let's at least try. Oh, guess it is. Compiling report for dissemination to Hermes and all peoples of Aetheres. Processing expedition data. Preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations. Formulating answers to the question. Analyzing report. No, Tamea, you mustn't listen. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Meteon's anguished voice flees towards the lake. Any sign of Meteon? Panicked and confused, which will make it all the more difficult to predict her movements. Hermes, what do you make of the situation? The media are linked to a single mind, a shared conscious which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which disrupted its usual harmony. How might we access this shared consciousness of theirs? Much as you would approach any sentient being directly. In the media's case, that means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. So unless we could track down the Meteon we just lost, we have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters, no way to provide directions or guidance. Then we best set our musings aside and concentrate on how we might find her. Nod. In the final days, Aether is twisted by the invasion of Dynamis from beyond its star. Its progress intensifies by feeling of fear and desperate. Its progress intensified by feelings of fear and despair and anguish. Yeah, I do not like the picture which emerges with these latest pieces. It is a shame there's no registered concept we could use to create another Meteon. Assuming, of course, we could link her to the shared mind. But no, if it were a viable solution, Hermes would have suggested it. A frantic search will avail us little. We must be very clever about this. Oh, my dear Meteon, what did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? Follow, wander, stumble, listen. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Meteon renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, does she not? Could we not then disrupt your concealment with a surfeit of ether? Much like how MSQ solidified your presence when we first met you. Don't be absurd. I could hardly channel ether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. Timea will continue the search in the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. When she ascertains Meteon's likely location, you'll proceed to reveal our wayward familiar with a swift ethereal downpour. Very clever, and thankfully she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards Leith. Assuming she's been made visible, it'll prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. Then we have our plan. Timea and MSQ will be our tracker and trapper respectively, while we others predict and obstruct Meteon's avenues of escape. MSQ and I will keep an eye on each other's aether to help coordinate our efforts. Let us be about it. Well, it seems we are partners for the time being. Let us return to where we last saw Meteon and pick up the trail from there. I will keep myself at distance in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down ether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep the way clear. Oh my god. Did Meteon go straight ahead towards the pier, or did she stray from the path somewhere? As the only one who could hear her voice, you'll need to take the lead. Ha, now you're our minion. Emmet minion. Guys, look, it's the Emmet minions. Time to troll Emmet. Look, that's you from the future. It's Emmet and Emmet. Alright, let's put that away. Oh, hey. Hi. What are you doing here? Hi. I'm walking my Emmet minion. I was. Alright. 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 Take care. Alright, you calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Meteon's presence. You fail to hear her voice. She must be elsewhere. Nothing this way. We'll try another route then. Alright, let's go this way. You calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Meteon's presence. Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide, yes, I'll just have to hide then, where no one can find me. Heads towards the water's edge. She went into the lake, as if this wasn't tiresome enough. Well, at least that open expanse should make her easier to find. We won't lose her this time. Alright. Come along, Stinky. Oh, there's a thing over there. Can you leave me alone? I'm walking my Emmet minion. We should be able to reach the bottom of this drop by climbing down the rocks at the water's edge. Don't even think of dragging me over the falls. Final days or no, if I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I will feed you to a remora. He likes us. Come along. You got wet. Oh god, I can't wait for Notice to have her minion, her Emmet minion here with her. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that. One sec, Emmet. Are you done yet? I'm getting bored. Yeah. Not here. I'm not here, please. There. By that rock, is she? Very well. What? Why can't I hide? There's no need to run, Meteon. Timea, what are you saying? Everything is so faint. Sorry, I'm not strong enough. Stay away, I'm begging you. To make me say it, it will break him. His poor fragile heart. Hermes? Now we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst. Did Omega, or whatever is out there, kill her sisters? And that's why, and apparently too, like, she's unable to fly as well. Like, whatever was out there, did they, kill her sisters and then, like, prevent her from flying? Is that what she's so worried about? Also, just realized Emmet is technically writing Mr. Beaky with us. Yeah. Yeah, canonically, Emmet has rode Mr. Beaky. Emmet Salk himself. Is this Neos not in use? It seems to have been left to the mercy of the elements. Either way, it bears no trace of Meteon's essence. We move on. Over there. There, I see her. Oh, we got the Emmett music. That was a quick cutscene.
Aha! Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Oh, it's a four-way, fork. Or no. Never mind.
Please, Meteon. We must speak.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please... please protect them. Protect them all. Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified. Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities, recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence. Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
Jeez.
They are all... dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants. but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter.
Weapons of mass destruction. Like Black Rose, perhaps? Or like a weapon like it?
Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteon?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteon finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
This kind of like dark, semi-desaturated filter is like really enhancing the scene here.
Meteon, enough! Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage. Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
Self-terminate. So her sisters could not find like any other intelligent life out there, like life forms willing like to tell them like why they live. They just self-terminated.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteon back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Oh no, her sisters are still alive, apparently.
Yes. Meteon. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain.
So they found no one out there.
Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard.
And they've been doing this for years, apparently.
Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
What the hell?
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteon, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
fool!
Okay, what? What? If all Hermes needs to do is listen to Meteon's report, then is right to do so. But once he receives the answers to his question, what then? The fate of the world may very well hinge upon the choice he makes in that moment. He must be there when he makes it. I see you. Wow. Oh, that's cute. Okay, let me finish this. There's either a dungeon or a trial coming up. Why, Hermes? Why could you not leave? Why could you not leave well enough? Ugh. Why could you not leave well enough alone? Were these answers assuage the pain you feel when a creation is returned to Aether? Had you never cast your accursed question to the distant stars, you may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. Okay, I'm honestly a bit confused actually, like, what was the reason for Hermes' turn? Because, the sisters and Meteon, like, didn't find the answer to his question, and so, like, he was worried that once they come back, they would be, like, eliminated, kind of similar to the creature that we saw earlier. And because he loves them so much, he didn't want to see them go. Is that kind of what I'm guessing is the motive for it? Like, they've kind of essentially failed their duty because they had trouble trying to, like, find life out there to ask the question that he's been so curious about. Do you want an answer? Or hold on, let me actually read the journal, see if, let me read the journal first, see if, with limited scope, of course. Okay. Let me see. Damn it! Come on. Okay, I'm gonna say no for the moment, but I'm kind of estimating maybe that's probably why, because they showed us that Hermes was basically like, he was conflicted because of his colleagues, because, like, with them, like, with the defects, or not defects, like, not, I'm sorry, like, not defects, like different, like, variations of, like, the creatures that they've constructed, they're trying to create, like, the perfect species to put down into the planet. And if there's, like, variations of, like, much like, the other, creatures that we saw with Emmet, the ones who were more, like, water aspected ether instead of flight, they couldn't fly. Like, his peers have kind of concluded that, no, we'll just delete them entirely, just get rid of them, as well. And Hermes is kind of like a pure person who didn't want to see this life extinguished. So he created Meteon and her sisters as, like, a passion project because he wanted to, like, he wanted to know, like, the scope of the universe, and he wanted to know what other life forms were, kind of like what they were like, what makes them happy to live life. And it's kind of shown us here that there are no life forms out there to communicate with them, and they spent years, like, doing this, and Meteon is kind of panicking now because, like, they couldn't answer Hermes' question, and now Hermes is worried that once they come back, Emmet was going to take Meteon and his sisters back to basically delete them, I guess. And because we've kind of seen how close those two are to each other, he didn't like that. So that's kind of what I'm assuming here. I'm assuming this is mainly what's gonna, like, drive him to madness, perhaps. Hi. Yeah, everyone's here. But okay, let's talk to Venat. fate of the world may very well hinge upon the choice he makes in the moment. He must be there when he makes it. Caging the messenger. Hythlodaeus is pondering what to do next. Hermes has headed to Kitisis. Considering the expansive dimensions of the place, even we may have a difficult time locating his aether. All I can say is that he entered from the rooftop and likely arrived at the uppermost point in the facility. So, do we pursue him? Of course we pursue him, no matter what Hermes might be thinking. Meteon is a potential threat that needs to be brought under our control. The Convocation's duty is to safeguard the star. It takes precedence over any personal stake in the matter. Venat, Timea. 'Tis clear we stand on a precipice, but we have yet to determine beyond a shadow of a doubt that Meteon is in the hand that tips us over the edge. Nevertheless, we are to learn the truth of the final days. We must give chase, even if neither Hermes nor Meteon is ultimately responsible. We cannot leave them to suffer this torment alone. Nod. Agreed on all counts. To Kitisis Hyperborea we go. Hi, Al. Welcome to Everything is Fine, Walker. Don't mind me, I'm just a humble fisherwoman. Alright. Let's see. This is either a dungeon. I'm gonna say dungeon. Yeah, it's probably a dungeon since there's like 4 people here with us in the party. Or like in our little group here. Everything sounds fine. This is very relaxing music. Yeah, everything is fine, Walker. But how you doing now? Welcome in. I saw naught of the ordinary. Does anyone know what caused it? Judging from the crowd, something is afoot. I mislike the look of this. Tired as hell, but okay. Had a work event, just got home. How are you? I'm okay. I'm just coming off like a long 4-day session of work and glad to be doing MSQ. We did have technical difficulties earlier. Like a lot of that's just tied to the PS2's age and I think the capture card too. So I might consider buying the Windows version and continuing from there until I get a PS5. Like what? Like Endwalker's like $30 roughly. So I'm considering it like as a temporary kind of fix if I can't do long MSQ sessions here. What have we here? Also, we met Venat. Excuse me, has something happened inside Kitisis? Mistress Venat, I'm so glad you're here. No one knows what prompted it, but the alarm was sounded and Kitisis put in a state of alert. Procedure dictated that we evacuate immediately. We have yet to investigate further. This is Hermes' doing, obviously. And what does this state of alert entail exactly? A field of dampening magic is draped over the entire facility, usually in response to escaped entities and the like. Kitisis scholars and observers are unaffected, but everything and everyone else is weakened to a fraction of their usual capabilities. Then consider us forewarned. We do, however, have urgent business with Chief Hermes and must enter the premises regardless. Fingers crossed it's not much of a barrier. Thank you. That said, if Hermes is willing to enact such measures, I wonder what other obstacles he has seen fit to drop in our path. With that enfeebling spell in place, we are not like to be at our fighting best. I was hardly an effective combatant to begin with, what little I have to offer beyond my ethereal vision. This is their way to kind of tell us, like, they're nerfing these guys, to get us down to, like, level, like, 87, perhaps. As I think this is the dungeon. Then you will put a talent of yours to good use. You are fairly skilled at spotting weaknesses, if I recall. Fairly skilled. Now you've gone and raised everyone's expectations. You'll all need to make the most of your strengths. Now fill in the gaps as required. I was once a Zem after all. 'Twas my job to rise to the occasion. Be that as defender, aggressor, or healer. Tank, DPS, healer. I feel better about my lack of prowess already. And you, MSQ, can impress us with your arcane magistry. You allow potent spells as easily as breathing. You can also channel that power in a protective manner if you so choose, yes. I'm getting excited. Well, yes, should the situation call for it. Excellent, this should cover us on all fronts. Ugh. Your tale led us here to Maya. 'Tis only right you lead us now. No matter what lies ahead, we will win through to Hermes and Meteon. And then we will face the future together. Why do I feel like this is the trigger to the final days here? Like, I feel we're gonna experience the final days. Okay, so how do you pronounce this word? Kitisis? Kitisis? I think on PC, if you don't own other expansions, there's a $60 compete pack for Shadowbringers and Endwalker Dawn Trail. Kitisis? I don't want Dawn Trail on a PC. I just want to get up to Endwalker because I'm gonna buy a PS5 next month, and I don't know how stable streams are gonna be up until November, Black Friday. So that's why the Windows version is like a temporary like fix if I can't play any longer on here, if the audio is gonna lag during the cutscenes. But alright. Yeah, this is a temporary fix that I'm contemplating. Alright, actually, let's talk to everyone here. From the moment we met you, our visit was devolved into a never-ending series of complications and irritations. In spite of this, I have gained one useful thing. An awareness of Dynamis. To think a power with the potential to corrupt Aether has largely escaped our notice. Whether or not I believe your tale, the facts underpinning your narrative will be the source of much debate. So understand that I act not for the sake of you or your fantastical quest. My duty demands I apprehend Meteon. And if that now means Hermes as well, so be it. I said that Hermes was likely perched somewhere at the highest point of the facility, but reaching him will be no mean feat. To put it simply, Kitisis Hyperborea contains a multitude of vast spaces linked together at the seams, meaning the interior is far more massive than even this grand structure might otherwise suggest. But even a colossal facility, built top to bottom with savage creations, will not stop you. Not with Venat and MSQ at your side. And I too will be there, of course, cheering you on. I know the starter pack is paid Stormblood for cheaper. We might look into Endwalker codes or something. But I guess you need to buy the base game and then buy up to Endwalker. Complete version would be cheaper. I'll think about it. Bleak as the contents of Meteon's report may be, maybe you could hear it and remain content with their lives. But not for Hermes. For him, the veneer of perfection has long since cracked, and it was to distant heavens he looked for the means to repair it. Oh, that was another thing too. Hermes wanted to to interact with life out there, and they're telling him that there's no such life out there. So that's kind of like a gut punch to his confidence too, apparently, because he wants to see like distant heavens and stuff. I understand his anguish after a fashion. My own refusal to return is in opposition to the world's established order. Yet for me, the imperfections only enhance the fragile beauty of our star. I will fight to see it delivered from destruction, warts and all. Okay. Alright, guys. I am going to be doing this with duty support, just so you guys know. Plus, it's these guys. I mean, like, I want to run this with these guys. Plus, Emmett's talking the party, too. It's... yeah, it's exciting. Hell yeah. I will need to take an ad break, though, because I feel like once we're done with the dungeon, all hell is going to break loose. I feel like we're going to trigger the final days after this. Because like, I feel we're going to kill Meteon here somehow. And that's going to cause him to go insane, perhaps. And he will like cast Dynapus upon the world to burn this world to the ground. Yeah, that's valid. I did the same. Dilly-dally, shilly-shally. Only silly, whimsical walker. I see what you did there. Yeah. But we will be right back. I'm excited. And nervous. And scared. Be right back. Hi guys, we are back. I'm excited. I am really excited here. With this group here. If there was ever going to be an exception to our normal dungeon rules, this might be it. Yeah. We need notice to do duty support for this dungeon as well. We have to, for sure, 100%, like, tell her to do this. I mean, I feel like she might lean to that idea considering, like, who is in the party. I mean, but also, who is also in the party here, too. But yeah, okay. Enough stalling. Let's take a look at duty support. Oh my god. He's a bard. Hythlodaeus is a bard. The third seat. And Venat is
Can scarcely contain my excitement. Can scarcely contain my excitement.
Let's get this over with.
Oh my god, Emmett's a Dark Knight.
Let's get this over with.
Come, let us be off. Come, let us be off.
Oh my god. Well, we have trusts here with these guys. Like, don't answer that, please. Do not answer that. Oh, look at his DPS class if you can. Sure. Oh, hey, look, new glam that I wasn't gonna show you guys just yet, but whatever. Yeah. I've been doing a lot of PvPing, but yep, sneak peek. Alright, let's see. Slay. Love the top and gloves. Yeah. Hi, San. Welcome in. How are you enjoying 86, 87 MSQ? I love it. Like, I love the party members that we have. Alright, let's...
Come, let us be off.
Venat reminds me of Ysael from Heaven's Word. Like, she definitely has a Ysael, like, vibes to her.
Let's get this over with.
Alright.
Come, let us be off.
I've been slacking on PvP. I need to get to work. Alright, Emmett. Black
Let's
Mage.
get this over with.
Black Mage. I like it.
Can
I
scarcely
really like
contain my
it.
excitement. Can scarcely contain my excitement.
Alright. Who else? Tank, I guess? Emitselk is having such a bad day. Poor baby. Okay, she's a white mage. That makes sense. Okay, Emmett's...
Let's get this over with.
What's her DPS class? Dancer, perhaps? Okay, so if we are Black Mage, then... Emmett...
Let's get this over with.
How do I, make her as a healer? Unless I change to a healer first. For healer and select... Okay. Yeah, let's go to... It's probably gonna be the same thing. Like, same outfit, but... Yeah, Sage. You guys got, spoiled here with my Sage outfit. My official Sage outfit. I'm kind of leaning more into, like, the goth, Endwalker jobs with, Gaia's attire as my Reaper. And now, this outfit as a Sage. Yeah, new Sage, glam reveal here. I did all of Endwalker as a tank. Enjoyed it. Alright. Yeah. This is the PvP gear. Like all of it. Alright. Okay, so make Emmet.
Can scarcely
Let's
contain my
get this
excitement.
over with.
Okay, yeah, she's a dancer. Nice. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go back to Black Mage. And then let's set up the party accordingly.
Come, let us be off.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
Let's get this
let us
over
be
with.
off.
Can scarcely contain my excitement.
Alright. Venat's in the same jobs as the solo duty. Yep. Alright. Enough stalling. Let's set a marker there. And let's go in. Kitisis Hyperborea. Dark Knight Emmett, let's go. Wow. It's like different, whatchamacallit, like different, habitats. Ah, yes, our squad. This is so freaking exciting. Yeah, I did a lot of PvPing. I got the Framers kit.
Please, turn back, else I might be forced to.
Let's do some reading. Have you ever wondered why our creation's a beneficial existence to the star? Wonder no more. For Kitisis Hyperborea, our mission is to determine the answer. From temperate plains to tropical jungles to smoldering volcanoes to frozen fields, put creations to the proof in a wide range of meticulously recreated environments. Will your creation be able to survive in the wild world? Will it threaten the survival of other species? The answer to such questions and more, our highly trained staff will uncover. Let's go. Is there something to read over here, perhaps? No. Hi, Hilda. In bed, but not missing this. Welcome in from in bed.
I see you opening.
Have a taste.
But let's take a look at Emmett's sword. That is so cool. Yeah, his is very like dark, Dark Knight-esque. And then yours, Hythlodaeus, is more like Fey-like, the bow. This is so cool and interesting to fight alongside these guys. Like literally the Mother Crystal, Emmet Selk, and our new old friend. Jeez.
Out of my way!
I'm not entirely useless.
Mommy, Uncle Emmett, and brother Hythlodaeus. Emmett's dark sword is a Shadowbringer's weapon from old tomes, but now for sacks of nuts or poetics, I think. Ooh. Of course there's a cold zone, and of course we're going through it. Like, Emmett would be the designated, like, complainer of the group. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? Like, them on a road trip, just these three, and Emmett would be in the one in the back just sulking. Just going, are we there yet? I'm obsessed with his dramatic ass. I definitely see, like, why he's so popular. You can't tell me Emmet Selk and Hythlodaeus aren't married. Yeah.
Fall!
It's giving like Astini and Amaric kind of vibes. I wonder if there's like art of these three like in a car just doing the same thing. Emmett going like, are we there yet? Or something like similar to that. Because I want to see that.
Out of my way!
Like, I could just tell Notice is gonna love this. Like, she's gonna love the Emmett stuff here. For sure. Like, I am too, for sure, definitely. Oh. The fact that they gave us pre-war crime Emmett It was an absolute treat. The fandom exploded.
Have at you!
Yeah, she really does remind me of Yaseo. Or Yaseo was, like, inspired, like, by her. His Dark Knight weapon is the augmented Deep Shadow Claymore. 140 sacks of nuts.
I'm not entirely useless.
Oh. Why is the tome text censored? Lissa. Oh dear, this fellow seems disinclined to let us pass. Then we have no choice but to force our way. Wait a minute. I recognize this guy. Is this the guy from FF12? Like one of the bosses from the, an impressive concealing ability. Is he seriously trying to hide from us? Oh. Alas, it is no use on us. I think this is the same boss from FF12.
Out of my way!
Good eye, yeah.
Have at you!
Yeah, the
I'm not
Ridorana
entirely
Cataract
useless.
lighthouse. The Ridorana lighthouse. This guy was one of the bosses there in FF12. Like near the end of the dungeon. I've had enough of this Mummus Foss. This is a promising concept. I like that we're just spectating as the boss does his thing.
I'm not entirely useless.
Fall!
I checked, it's almost the same model in 12. Nice. And 12, of course, does have another name.
I see you opening.
If the dais gives off a strong, just happy to be here vibe. Oh, they teleported.
Out of my way!
Alright, nice. May find peace in the ethereal sea. Come, we mustn't tarry. Emmett waiting for the attack with one hand on his hip. Peek. I missed it. This dungeon has a few Easter egg dialogues while running with regular trusts. After all, they're not supposed to be here. I didn't notice until just now. Emmett the sassy bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna try and read all of the dialogues here as much as possible because it's these guys. Like I have to read what they say. Alright, where are we now?
I'm warning you. Stay away!
Is there anything to interact with here? No. I'm warning you, stay away. Warn us all you like, we're coming regardless.
I see you opening.
Have a taste.
I see you opening.
At various points in the dungeon, it's random who responds to Hermes. I see. Treasure. Ring offending. Oh, what is this? 542. Nice.
Have a taste. Have a taste.
I see you opening.
It's fun to see Emmett do the plunge attack. I'm looking. Yeah, I'm gonna try and look at him more closely. Alright. There was something to read here. Observation journal. According to Mistress Lissa, her creation is based on a concept of a bipedal wolf. And indeed, it's impressively manlike in its gait. It's also highly intelligent, as is evidenced by its ability to employ tools, while the gleam in its eyes give the impression that it comprehends our words. If this proves to be the case, it would be a shame that its throat isn't designed for speech. I must make mention of this in the next report. Probably the last boss that we fought. He does it as a gap closer to start the fight. Alright, let's take a look.
Be gone.
Oh, there. I saw it. Emmett did a flip.
Fall.
Arrive at concept review.
I'm not entirely useless.
Next boss, Landon Lord. Goodness me, what manner of thinking is behind this? There's truly no accounting for taste. Pyretic breath. Damn it. Crying at his gap closer. Bring it back.
Out of my way.
Have a taste.
Those are probably gonna hurt if I stay close to them. Oh boy. Ow. Oh, that did nothing. Good. Gather round. Landon Lord draws in ether. That one did not hurt as much.
Out of my way.
Alright. Ooh, we're so close to another level. A pass for Constitution, but a fail for A pass for Constitution, but a fail for Intelligence. If its concept is submitted, I will be certain to reject it. That was a D&D joke. A pass for Constitution, but a fail for Intelligence. Ooh, okay. Oh, hello. Hi. Oh my, hello there. I am not gonna wear that right now.
I cannot let you take Meteon. Not yet.
Alright, so now we're in the air. We're in the sky.
Fall.
The dungeon gear recolors of Nemesis Iander battle. I think I only did that dungeon once, but yeah, I don't remember the glam there. They look good though. The one piece that I had.
Have at you!
Fall.
It for sure did. The weapons from here are really cool designs.
I see you opening.
Remember last time when I said you couldn't look at a word about a weapon I've been trying to get for months? That was from this dungeon. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I remember. What weapon was it again? Like for what job? Well, years. Jeez, years. Kitisis. Yes, it is. Picto. Okay, cool. Yeah, we are here, Berlanti. Bracelet of healing. This dungeon is my top 10 for sure.
I must hear their answers before they're expunged from existence.
Okay. I just realized something. We are getting higher and higher from the planets. I'm kind of afraid. I just noticed that. We're getting higher and higher above the planet. This dungeon, maybe even top 5. The music. In fact, I'm gonna run it right now. Have fun. Higher, higher. Higher, further, faster, baby.
Out of my way!
Oh. The sky space biome is offline enemies. Good touch. Yep.
I see you opening.
I like these multi-biome dungeons work very well, like Hero's Gauntlet. Okay. Yeah, we are getting higher and higher above the planet, and I'm kind of worried about that. Flying life forms, an introduction. The successful creation of migratory birds, which travel between continents with the seasons, came as a breath of fresh air to the long stagnant realm of flying life forms. In the end, it was a relatively simple thing to grant creatures the ability to navigate by celestial bodies. But this method lacked the precision needed to guide them to the same location each time. It would be vital to their survival. The breakthrough came in the form of magnetic fields, the use of which was discovered by the incumbent Daniel during his tenure as chief overseer of Elpis. A truly inspired idea that has brought lasting benefits to the star. There he is. Hermes, Winged Defiance. Hi, Hermes.
So, it comes to this. I have no wish to fight, but this time, I cannot yield. Though the world may think me a mad, desperate fool, I will hold fast to my conviction.
Yeah.
time and tranquility I require. Gust and gale, gather to me! Ancient brand, unleash your power!
Okay, that's probably gonna stay here. Yep, I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Dancing winds, pierce my foes! Stars on high, fall as rain!
Get in the center. He's white maging at us menacingly. Oh, that was close.
Out of my way!
Okay.
I'm not entirely useless.
Good job, Emmett, interrupting that.
Streams of ether! Surge as one!
Oh, that hurt. Heal me, please. Thank you.
Dancing winds, pierce my foe!
Prepare yourself.
Mom with the clutch healing, yep.
Out of my way!
Have at you.
Emmett is probably a very judgmental tank main. Oh yeah.
Stars on high, fall as rain!
Probably gonna kill me. YOLO. Yep. Worth it. Worth it. That was dumb, but I don't care. That was fun.
I will have the time and tranquility I require. Gust and gale, gather to me!
I see you opening.
Ancient brand, unleash your power! Dancing winds, pierce my foe! My way. Stars on high, fall as rain!
Alright. Oh, come on. I made that. That's BS. Venat spells are always a true spell. True Medica, true arrow. I did notice that, yeah.
I will have the time and tranquility I require. Gust and gale, gather to me! Fall! Ancient brand, unleash your power!
That's bullcrap.
Dancing winds, pierce my foes! Stars on high, fall as rain!
Thank you, Mom.
Fall!
Alright, this time... Oh, there's a, Okay, it's the direction where the things are. It's not necessarily behind the rock. Wall edge. Yeah, wall dot was very nasty when we were on content. Okay, I think I have to like look at
I will have the time and
like when that
tranquility I
happens. I'm gonna have to like look at it closely.
Gust and gale, gather to me! Ancient brand, unleash your power!
Right, we go over here.
Dancing winds, pierce my foe! My way.
How do you mean do mechanics? I know, right? Mechanics in the FF14 MMO? Really?
Stars on high, fall as rain!
Alright, let's see. Okay, now where is... Let's see. Okay, behind that, and then... Okay, and then... I see, okay. So there's two bursts there, where you have to like change position. I see.
Have a taste.
Streams of ether, surge as one!
Right. This is kind of similar to, okay, over there. So,
Have at you.
I'm looking, move over here. Okay, over there, and then get over here.
Dancing winds, pierce my foes!
Have a taste.
Usually I just follow the NPCs. I'm not sure where to go. Yeah, I'm gonna try and figure out the mechanics just for an extra challenge. Alright, meteors again. Alright, get in the middle. Alright, where are they now? Okay, so over there. Okay, these ones are gonna shoot first. And then get back here. 2. Nice, okay.
Out of my way, even when transformed. But I am not finished yet.
I see you, opening.
Fall!
GG.
No! My power!
There's one advantage to doing NPCs. If you mess up, you die and have to restart. With players, you could very much be carried. Let's go. You're doing really well. It took me a while to figure out some of the patterns out. Endwalker was my first on-content expansion. Awesome, awesome. Yay. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was challenging too. But GG's all around. Wee haha. What a time to come back. Surprised you're still going. I can't stop. And I have a day off tomorrow, so I don't care. We had technical issues before earlier that kind of like annoyed me. So for a reward, I decided we're gonna continue. We're gonna keep going. I think we're like at 7 hours now since I started. 12-hour stream. I'm not doing a 12-hour stream. A merry chase he led us on. Hopefully he's calmed down a little. Let's leave the rest to Emmett Selk. Alright, and then Zagnar. A Reaper weapon. Nice. Really cool. Cost me nothing to try. Okay, so we got some new gear. More MSQ as a treat. To be fair, this is probably the most difficult section to stop playing in. Yeah, I could see why. Like, to be fair though, like, I more or less stream like once a week, granted with my hectic work schedule and all that, but I want to try and do longer streams. Hi. But we will be streaming on Friday, doing like a Blue Quest and all that, and unlock some more stuff here, but... Okay, considering this is a level 0.87, or 57, 67, 77, 87-esque dungeon, like the fourth dungeon in an expansion, shit is going to go down, as we've seen from like Heaven's Word and Stormblood, and even Shadowbringers 2. So we're gonna pause here, we're gonna come right back, and we're gonna see what happens next. I'm really nervous, but we're gonna push through and continue Endwalker. The Summoner and Scholar books from here are cool. They're transparent from the back. Never seen anything like that in the game. You've hit my bedtime. Good night. Good night, Bond. Take care. Good job in finishing Kitisis. Oh my god, I get to watch the next. You get to watch after this break. I'll be right back. I gotta run ads because I'm sure everything is gonna be fine in Everything is Fine Walker, of course. I'll be right back. Hi guys, we are back. Hi, Win. Welcome back. Let's go back. You're just in time. Okay, let me just adjust stuff here. Let's go back. I hit my bedtime. Good night, Bonds. GG in finishing Kitisis. Who knows? Yeah, who knows? You all know. You all know. You all are gathering like right now with popcorn at the ready to watch my reaction to this. Which I do thank you guys for being here. I return. Work was busier than usual. I didn't get a chance to hop back on till now. She just finished Kitisis but hasn't exited the dungeon yet. Be right back? Okay. At this time frame, we could say that Emmett did nothing wrong for real. That's right, Emmett did nothing wrong. Pre-war crime really hits different. Yep. Alright guys, let's see. We got some nice stuff here. And then let's talk to these guys again. Leave the rest to Emmett Selk. Hopefully he's calmed down a little. A merry chase he has led us on. Alright, let's eat an egg for good luck. Alright. Are we ready? Are we ready? Is everyone ready? I'm not ready. Let's go. I'm nervous. But it's everything is fine, Walker. Everything will be fine.
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteon into custody. And setting aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
Meteon, I am so sorry. Would that I could have listened to your report in full. Reflected upon its meaning and conveyed it to others. That they might reconsider their chosen course. But I have failed. And that wish will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing. Was there happiness in those distant stars? Was there a reason for living?
We conducted our search as per your instructions. We scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the deceased, heard the final testaments of the dying, welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own. One race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity. They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife, and in so doing brought about societal collapse. One race had renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of its people. They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory.
Lance.
One race had concluded, that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future and themselves. One race had discarded all things that gave rise to sorrow, hoping to have only joy. They found joy lost its savor in the absence of sorrow, and lost their will to live. Though worlds apart, these peoples shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best. That they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success. In the course of which, they learned the truth. That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness, so long as they yet lived. Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice. Oh, beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Etheris, rejoice, for we will free you from the cruel yoke of existence. There is no need to struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation. You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful.
God, his creation based on feelings and emotions.
We will make our nest at the edge of the universe, and there in the dark of dead worlds hoard sorrow and suffering. There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star.
Song.
Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Etheris.
Suffer, despair, and sorrow.
Who are you to decide our fate? To decree we live or die? Have you lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
In the name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed.
He didn't like that.
If we ourselves are flawed, does it not stand to reason that we too should be discarded?
That's his reasoning.
That is sophistry, and you know it.
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. But who is to say that you are right? Let us settle this with a determination. In my authority as Chief Overseer of Elpis, I will make a judgment on man's fitness to exist. If he can learn to value all life and retain his will to live, even should his end be justified, he will surely find a way to avert his demise. If not, he will perish from the start. As with all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos! Awaken!
Memory reconfiguration system Kairos activated. Awaiting instruction.
There's 13.
Command.
Glyphs
Universal
there.
memory alteration. Target area. Kitisis Hyperborea.
Oh no.
Starting point. Arrival of MSQ of the convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present. Erase the memories of all events and replace with a vague recollection of the following.
Wow.
I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to MSQ and Hythlodaeus. Meteon's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence, and all dissipated with a burst.
I forgot about the memory altering thing
The
too. They
resulting
mentioned
shockwave
earlier.
accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present. Execute.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer. Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
Go, Meteon. To the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Hermes, won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
This ends here!
Fly, Meteon!
Oh.
That is far enough, Hermes!
Argos, to me!
First process complete. 2 remaining to execution of memory reconfiguration.
As if we needed more pressure. No matter what, you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future. Your world.
Have to leave.
This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with. Not yours. No. Your own struggle awaits. And no one else can take your place.
Oh, we have so
You
much
must
to
pay
tell
this
about
price with your memories
Hydaelyn and
And I will
Hythlodaeus.
see that you do.
Get us out of here.
Now then, where is it? There you are, my little confluence.
Very well then.
Oh,
You
a
may
tracker.
elude us this day, but not forever.
Meteon's gotten away.
Hopefully I got that in time.
Second process complete. One remaining to execution.
Ugh. No time for brooding. Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building. I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am. But neither can I let you escape!
Shoot the arrow.
Too brave by half. Exemplary work, as always, Emmett Selk.
Wait, what?
What? But how? I thought the confluence was... over...
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping you would.
The bros.
It was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
I'm quite incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
See, you are useful.
A gambit
Yeah,
brazen
you're-
beyond words. Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate. Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement.
Understatement.
Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azen.
Hi, we're back.
There's no time! Quickly! Even now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path. Still, if it must be said, do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Final process
Fuck
complete.
me.
Executing universal memory
Jesus.
Go, Argos!
Fucking hell, Emmett. Emmett did nothing wrong. Jeez.
I'm fine. Just a little tired. Can it be true? Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life? Are the stars above no more than husks of fallen civilizations? And yet, I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteon's presence, and the place where to we must go. Ere she made good her escape, I placed an enchantment upon her, one which allows us to follow her trail.
That's so good.
She has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris, and continues on her way. Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down. But thanks to Emet-Selch and Hythlodaeus, all is not lost. We remember. So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
What became of the others, I wonder? Okay. Finally a break. Like, finally a break. Let's go back. Yeah, Emmett did nothing wrong. Go, mommy. Yet. Mom is the goat. Yeah, as I was saying, like, the catalyst was... I was still a little confused about Hermes' like, kind of, like, turn there, but... Correct me if I'm wrong, Hermes wanted, like, to see beyond, like, the... like, their planet, Aetheris, right? He wanted to, like, to interact with life beyond the stars, right? But the reports that Meteon and them came back to, like, they saw nothing but death and destruction. They didn't get the chance to interact, like, with the life there because there was just civilizations of, like, just ruin and death and there. And so, like, they were afraid to tell Hermes that in order to make him, like, sad. And that kind of, like, changed, like, his sudden change there. And so if Meteon changed into using these emotions from what they experience. That is why she changed like that. Right? If I'm understanding. Like, she is like an empath. She's a entelechy. So those emotions made her stronger. And anyone they got to ask before death gave depressing feedback. Okay. So more or less, his creations that he wanted to see beyond, like, their star, he wanted to see, like, life flourish and ask the question of what makes them happy to live. But instead, he got the depressing realization from them that no, there's just death there, people were suffering, and that emotion basically corrupted Meteon to become the source of, like, the final days and the destruction and the stuff that we're dealing with right now. And so they altered Emet-Selch's, Hythlodaeus, and I'm assuming Hermes' too, their memories, so they would eventually become the Asians. Or hold on, no, that's after. They would become the Convocation. Ultimately, Venat will become Hydaelyn. I remember in Shadowbringers that she volunteered to become the heart of Hydaelyn because she had, like, a strong desire to do that, but we didn't know why. I'm assuming that this was the reason why she wanted to do that, because she remembered the true story of what happened here. So, if I remember correctly, like, Hermes' memory was also altered, right? Like, during all that, not just Emmet and Hythlodaeus' memories too. So then the events are set in motion now. Okay. But basically, Meteon and her sister's corruption was because of the results that they found from the lack of, like, of happiness and joy from other places. Like, they became the catalyst to the final days, basically, is what I'm assuming here. Okay. What became of the others, I wonder?
I'd like to know too. Let us ascertain the situation at Kitisis Hyperborea, where they should still be.
Kitisis.
Given the likely state of their memories, however, it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly.
Oops, sorry. I skipped that.
I am sorry, my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time? Argos will investigate in our stead. We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him. Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
Thank goodness you are unharmed.
Unharmed? There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis.
Forgive me. I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests. But Meteon, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she...
So, that's what prompted the state of alert. And when you went to investigate, you were caught in Kairos's accidental operation.
So it would seem. It's all a blur to me.
Such an unfortunate accident. Oh, and what of Venat and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
We did?
I don't remember.
If Venat was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not? The fellow seems happy enough, so I think it's safe to assume his mistress as well. I haven't the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Ah, well, that individual struck me as a bit different, for want of a better word. Perhaps it wasn't actually a person, but some manner of creation.
Curious. I must ask Venat about it when next we meet.
Yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes, whatever this Meteon did, it seems he bore the brunt of it. Once you are fit to travel, you will return with us to Amarot. We need to make certain there are no other ill effects. Also, I am here on business of the 14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Yes, of course. As you see fit.
This Kairos, it manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld.
The underworld.
If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
The void, perhaps? Or no, the void, the realm between. I know what they're
I
talking
doubt
about.
aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like, but I should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful moments.
Alright, so their memories are scrambled.
Let us rest, if only for a while. After all, you and I, Oh, we still have a long, long way to go.
Yeah. A long, long way to go. Till next Tuesday. Jeez. I Who else? Alright. Hi, Mom. Are you feeling at all recovered? I understand your exertions were more than purely physical, but resting one's body, if only for a moment, is never without merit. As for Hermes, I think it's unlikely he will create any more Entelekis. He poured much of himself into Meteon. Now that she and her sisters are gone, dissipated in his mind, the grief must be unbearable. He'll blame himself, he will believe that. Had he never acknowledged his dissatisfaction with the world, then the media would have never been born to suffer and die. The offer to join the 14 will be a welcome distraction, and one day hence he will face the advent of the final days in the role of Fandaniel. NPC avatars. Thou must live, die, and know. Do I want to do one more quest? It's 8 o'clock. I have to go make dinner. Gods. Is this a good point to stop here? If anyone knows. Jeez. You don't have work tomorrow. That is true. One more, and it's good. It's a good stopping point. Like, one more quest after this, then? We didn't get the question marks. Do you want to start big or end big? I think one more would be optimal. Okay. Ultimately your call, but if you need food, please eat. I'm fine. I have snacks. I mean, I've just been munching on protein and peanuts and stuff here, but it's okay to stop. I will lean towards finishing things up here. Okay, yeah, alright, yeah. Generally, I feel like good stopping points are usually when the quest name says the 3 question marks. Because that's typically usually what a good stopping point is, but I think we could do one more quest, I think. Yeah, I'm fine, honestly, I'm fine. Alright. Thou must live, die, and know. Venat is watching you in quiet contemplation. Timea, listen to me. Our duty now is not to denounce Hermes for his misguided determination, or to convince Emetselk and Hythlodaeus that they have been deceived. We must instead ensure that the experiences Hermes sought to expunge are preserved. What remains in our memories alone will be our weapon against the final days. We must fight this battle in your age and I in mine. Come, let us walk together once more. I'll see you to the doors of Repelean. Right. I tend to use MSQ Aether Currents to gauge good stopping points. That's a good method. Yeah, I need to do like 4 more quests though. Probably do those on Friday. But okay, let's go. Yeah, if she's just leading us to the exit, then that's fine. Alright, so we're all the way back there then. Yeah, on Friday we will come back here and do more Aether Current quests here. And then maybe do some more Bajta afterwards story. Alright, let's head over. Speak with Venat. Hello. Your time in this age is drawing to an end. Okay. I have water. We'll be fine. Upon speaking to Venat, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Alright. 24 minutes till the next ad break. Alright. Is that a good enough amount of time? Let me know. Because 24 minutes till the next ad break. Should be fine. Okay. Recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Okay, these are just cutscenes, right? They're not, like, a duty, because... Like, you could tell me, like, yes or no, if there's gonna be, like, a duty after or not. If there is, though, I don't know. I do want to end, like, within the 23 minutes here. Though... No duty, just cutscene. Okay, thank you. Alright, thank you. Speak with Venat? Yes. Also, damn it, Emmett Selk, you made me cry.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home.
Yeah. This is not a good option. We have to leave. Maybe we just complicate things even further. Yes, this was where we would part ways.
May you and yours emerge triumphant. Make use of the knowledge you have gained, that your days in Elpis and our friend's sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteon free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us.
Yep.
We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. Were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control. I must carefully consider who can be trusted and bring them into the fold.
Your warriors of light.
Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories. And were he made aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe. Alternately, we might try to alienate him from the convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come. Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work independently of the convocation. Regardless of how we proceed, if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist. And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteon at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead. Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him. On us. You may find your world to be very different. Or perhaps the erasure of our friends' memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path. And I pray you walk with me to the end.
Endwalker.
As you move forward, so too will I. As will all, resolved to fight for the morrow. And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion. She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise. Fare you well, my light of the future, till we meet again.
I love when we do this. I love the travel. My transition here.
From this day forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandania.
Oh no. Oh, throwback song. Amarots.
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end. That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate.
It's the last time he said goodbye to his friend. Last time he saw him, probably.
That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiac. And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days. Yet the cries echoed still. We wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable. A reality too terrible to bear. And for too many who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
Oh.
This is all wrong. Why must we suffer so?
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion. Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
We can't accept it. We won't accept it. It will be ours again. A world free of sorrow.
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time.
Like, everything
So
can't be
please,
happy and peaceful, like, all the
open
time,
your
though.
eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness. No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
O mighty Zodiac! God, born of our boundless faith,
They're not listening.
we bid you, hear our prayer. Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old, the days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential, in his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth, he shall walk.
Yeah. So she was still Venat when she sundered the... So was she Heidelin there or... Or no, the...
All is excruciating pain.
I'll just keep watching.
I breathe fire and torment.
Oh, wow.
I birth a world of suffering to mire and plague.
My God.
In one fleeting moment, lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect beings, yours is a never-ending quest.
Oh.
A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured. To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting.
She is Retsu Unohana from Bleach. Holy shit, that went so hard right there. Jeez. I definitely got the Bleach vibes from her. Definitely. That went so hard.
A conjunction has
right
begun
there.
to form. An intertwining of your time and mine. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Yeah, that's my reaction exactly. Jeez. Mom. Yeah. Welcome to the best damn time loop ever. I know, that's interesting. Like, she knew we were there in the past. And when we started the game, like she created us to... Or, not created us, like... What's the word? We arrived. Like, we were her children. Like, hell, like, even wore the same outfit, too, when we started the game. Like... That's kind of funny, to be honest. Like, I literally started the game, like, with the same exact outfit here. I didn't go back to Elpis until I was done with Endwalker. Yee. That's gonna be interesting on Friday. We kind of do need to go back, but... I need to go back and do some blue quests. You're wearing the starting Alice and stuff. That's a great coincidence. Yeah. We started the game with the outfit here. And we're in Endwalker. We returned to the past, the same outfit. We'll just say, like, she got inspired to create us from that outfit when we visited her. Just pretend next Friday is last Friday. You can pretend none of the last 20 minutes happened. You do whatever you want to do. Yep. Since we're dealing with, like, time travel shenanigans, I could probably make an excuse there. Definitely. Just say, like, there's, like, an episode, in between, like, the technical difficulties that I had, but damn. That was so good. And yeah, Emmett freaking Selk, you freaking made me cry. with when you and Hythlodaeus got your memories wiped. Damn. So based from that cutscene, we're kind of assuming that Zodiark was already summoned, right? And then Venat already became Hydaelyn, I guess? Or hold on. We did the Aether Currents before we got back to the present. Not wrong. There was time dilation. Ignore the reports of me ocean fishing for months on end. How dare he? Yeah. I know I made mention of this before too, but like Venat reminded me of like Captain Unohana from Bleach. For those who don't know, like it's not the same character per se, but it's just Unohana is a character from Bleach. She's one of the main captains from like the Soul Society, which is like basically death, a world within death. And like her story is basically she's a healer, a very caring figure in the story. And like her past, deep down, I know she and Venat are not the same character, but Unohana has a past of her being like the most bloodthirstiest, she was the first, she had a murderess. She was very murderous, and she decided to later in life become like a healer and a mom to a lot of the characters in Bleach. And I just kind of got those vibes as kind of like a Bleach reader and anime enjoyer too. And especially when like Venat was like doing the walk there, covered in blood, like holy shit. Like, so that was just me personally, kind of seeing those kind of parallels. I know they're not the same character, because like Unohana herself is like she's evil more or less, but like I kind of had those kind of like comparisons there, which was kind of cool. But that scene was just so freaking powerful of just we were kind of seeing like her journey, just seeing like the people around her like suffering, like she sundered the worlds there into like 14 shards. Like we saw that. My own interpretation is that she summoned Hydaelyn at the same time she summoned the star. I think it's intentionally unclear when precisely Zodiark and Hydaelyn were created in relation to the scenes. Because initially I thought when they sundered the star, like I thought Hydaelyn and Zodiark would just meet randomly, like face to face, and just fight each other like 7 different times, but like that's kind of what I initially thought of her, of what happened. But like, okay, this is like the canon reasoning here, but like I still enjoyed it though. It was at the same time she sundered the... Let's go back to the journal. Okay. Okay, so I think we have to finish the quest here. I think we have to stop here too, by the way. We could finish the quest next week, but I think we're gonna take this moment to pause and wait until next week. Demae's just gonna sit here and kind of like collect herself a bit. I read it as more representational, like this is how she remembers it 12,000 years ago, and not necessarily a direct reenactment. This is the best stop point ever. Okay, will do. Yeah, that was really good. I can't say it enough. Like, thank you guys for being here. It's almost 9 p.m. I haven't made dinner yet at all. But that's fine. I had 4 days off of... I had 4 days full of work. Like, I'm fine. Many people have logged off right here. Okay. Alright then. Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, being a part of this journey with me. Being in one of the most craziest time loops ever now. It's been fun, for sure. And I think for the YouTube, we're going to have these as 2 separate streams, because we've more or less done 2 4-hour streams today. Which is despite the technical difficulties. Okay, but socials, YouTube. Mom did all with nothing else but her determination. Yeah. Glad I was able to catch the end of it. Technically, we've been in the time loop all along. Now we just know about it. Yeah. I was actually shocked you were still going. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, save game. Yeah, YouTube, what else? Ko-Fi. We're now 45% towards the goal, which is really good. Thankfully, I put in some money from my paycheck to get that going. Discord, I guess. Alright. Night Yolda. I don't think we're gonna raid out. It's been 8 hours, technically. But thank you guys so much for being here. And there's several foreshadows. Okay. We'll continue Friday. We'll have time shenanigans, and we'll wind up back in Elpis again, doing some stuff. And then we'll continue MSQ on Tuesday here in the Ocular. Thank you guys for being here. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care. Have a wonderful good night. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.